Okay, I think that question is germane and it's something that we expect citizens to be asking. We as the CSOs, particularly the Center for Human Rights and Accountability Network, we have taken inventory of all these industries and where they are located. And the ones that are not even on ground that was proposed, we also have them in our records. Because when the government comes up and tell you, we will do this, we will do that, we as CSOs keep those records. We record them, we take them down and put down the date that they were pronounced and follow up to the letter. Now, for the sake of this conversation, I think let me start by saying that every government that comes on board would attempt to create or cite an industry, because industry will also help to create employment and it will also help to generate internally generated revenue. In Akwa Ibom State, for instance, let's look at when we had the southeastern states under Brigadier General U.J. Eswene, that is 1968 to 1975. He was able to bring in the champion breweries that we're having today. That was his own project, his own industry. He brought in the Abestonic industry in Oron. And then we moved to His Excellency Dr. Clement of 1979 to 1983. Then we had the old Cross Rivers State. He was able to bring in the biscuit industry in Okana. He brought in the battery industry in Okana. He brought in the quality ceramic in Itam, into local government. He brought in the aqua steel industry in Eket. He brought in the aqua palm in Eket. He brought in the Chran industry and then the pickup paint at Ikodekam. These were the industries that were attracted by Dr. Clement Isom. And then from 1999, from May 29, 1999 till 2nd of February 2026, that is covering the administrations of Obong Victor Atta that you mentioned, Senator Goswill Akpabio, Mr. Udom Emmanuel, and Pastor Umo Eno. We have this industry that I'm going to run down for the sake of records to build on this foundation for us to discuss. We have the King's Flour Mill in Ona. We have the Metering Solution Company in Ona. We have the St. Gabriel Coconut Refinery in Barene. We have the Coconut Plantation in Barene. We have the Lion Plywood Company in Ona. We have the Rice Mill in Ini. We have the Akis Plastic Factory. We have the Akis Straw Factory. We have the Akis Tissue Paper Factory. We have the Dakada Industrial Estate in Itu. We have the Automobile Assembly Plant in Itu. We have the 21-story building, which is yet to be fully occupied. We have, of course, that one is ongoing now, the international terminal, which the Umo government have built on and is completely, commendable. Now we have the Akis Pencil and Toothpick Factory. We have the Ibom Greenhouse Farm along the airport road. We have the Ibom Power Company at Ikorabasi. We have the Power Substation in Barene. We have the Ibom E-Library. We have the Tropicana Complex. We have the Ibom Deep Sea Port, the Ibom Science Park, the Aqua Prime Hatchery and Poultry Limited at Ibeyahuran. We have the Ibom Hotels and Golf Resort, which Governor Moeno is trying to, resuscitate. Yeah. Then we have the fertilizer blending plant in Abak. We have the Jubilee Syringe Factory. I mentioned that one before in Una. We have the Mexican cows, which we never saw. We have the CCTV camera, which we also never saw. We have the Dakada Housing Estate along the airport road, which has become, overtaken by weeds. Then the Obong government brought in the modern parks in Itam, in Mbiabong, in Nomudo, and then Ikot Okubo. Those parks today have become dilapidated. Then we have the security villages, which Ababe's government built at 31 government areas today. They have overtaken by grass, by weeds, and then Ababe even donated 31 graders to each of the local government councils, and then the specialty hospital. Instead of this particular government of Umo Eno, to invest in the hospital, he's building another hospital. And so you could see that the spirit of continuity is lacking. And on Friday last week, we were at the 2026 budget breakdown, and I took time to also say that the government should de-emphasize politics and then bring back these industries. If only what you can achieve for this state is to bring back these industries, you see that these industries are sited in each of the local government areas. You will create employment. Today, the only industry that is working in this state is the Hilltop Mansion and political party offices. So you can see that the youth are pushed into joining politics so as to make a living. They don't have work to do. They don't have jobs to do. The last civil service interview that we had, you had large number of people took in there because there is no job. The only job you have is when you have campaigns of politics, you will see trunk of youth going out there, even on the working hour, because there is no job for them to do. And so we are saying that these industries should be brought back. They have become moribund, and they have become even the lands that were acquired by government using the Land Use Act to acquire these lands. These lands have become criminal, hideout. For instance, if you go to the Science Park, land, over 40 hectares of land was acquired by the tax government for this project. Today, it has become like a criminal hideout. Yeah. If you go to Mbareni, the coconut plantation, very vast portion of land, has been abandoned, and then what was planted there has become taunted. So you can see that each of these industries, even the deep sea port, as we are saying today, there's no access road being built. And the government is saying the government is currently building access road. And the government is saying that they are bringing in investors. Let us see the pictures. That is why we are saying the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umo Eno, he's doing well. He's touring project. We would have thought that by now. We said when he came on board that part of what he should do is to set up a committee to take this inventory, go to these factories, see what are the challenges, and begin to see what to add to bring them back. Imagine that each of these industries are employing youth. To have lightened the burden on the government. Today, every person look up to the government and government house. So that is why the spirit of continuity has been lacking. I took time to explain from the time of Brigadier General UG Eswene up till today, there is no continuity. Imagine that these continuities had been there. And don't forget that these are taxpayers' funds that have been used to invest in this project, in these industries.
Now, this because I think you've even answered